On today's podcast, we'll be talking about the importance of wearing safety gloves. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast.
Personal protective equipment, or PPE, is crucial in any workplace where employees are exposed to hazards that may cause injury or illness. Over the last few episodes, we've mentioned that everyone thinks of PPE as masks or safety glasses, but gloves are also a vital component of PPE. Always find out what your specific facility or position requires, but here are a few examples of glove safety to help you get started. In warehouses, factories, and facilities where workers handle hazardous materials, operate machinery, or need general protection, gloves protect workers' hands from cuts, punctures, abrasions, chemical exposure, and much more. The gloves needed for this could be made of materials ranging from cotton, leather, Kevlar, steel mesh, or a lot of other things to prevent injuries. We mentioned chemical exposure protection. This would also include biological agents. In those cases, gloves could be made of chemical resistant materials such as neoprene or PVC. They should also be chosen based on the specific hazards of the workplace, such as acids, solvents, or oils. Now, in positions such as food processing, pharmaceutical work, or dealing with the public, where cross-contamination might be prevalent, staff might need latex gloves that are thrown away after one use to ensure product quality and safety. It is important to note that gloves are not a substitute for proper hand hygiene. Workers must wash their hands before and after wearing gloves to prevent the spread of germs and bacteria. And we don't want to sound like a broken record, but the best way to increase your odds of not sustaining an injury, causing contamination, or becoming exposed is keeping gloves on at all times. PPE can be uncomfortable or make a task more difficult to perform, but if you're required to wear it, there's probably a good reason. So please don't be the person that says, I've removed my gloves 100 times before and nothing happened until today. Simply put, safety can't exist where safety isn't observed. Thank you for being part of another episode of Warehouse Safety Tips. Until we meet next week, have a great week and stay safe.
Before moving on, here's a word from one of our sponsors. If you've ever been to or worked in a warehouse, you know just how important safety is to both management and staff. It's almost impossible to go 10 steps without seeing safety tape, angles, signs, and/or safety products. It's these items that show us how to be safe and avoid danger in the workplace. And if you're looking for the best products to make this happen, look no further than Mighty Line. Mighty Line floor signs and floor markings offer the best industrial products out there. We're proud to have Mighty Line as the official floor sign and floor marking company for the Warehouse Safety Tips podcast and site. Go to mightylinetape.com/safety tips to request a sample pack of their incredible safety signs and floor markings. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Warehouse Safety Tips. If you visit warehousesafetytips.com, you'll find the show notes for this episode and access to all of our blog posts, previous podcasts, advertiser information, and much more. Thank you for listening to Warehouse Safety Tips and have a safe day.